There we go. Welcome, everybody. Hello. We're just getting things set up.
Under the gun.
We never make things easy here at 21090, do we?
Trying to get kids to bed. It's not easy.
Yeah, but we've got some kids, wives, all those things. We apologize. We are trying to make things happen on time. So as we get things set up, just bear with us. We're going to have a fun night tonight with our special guest, being Happy Trails Hiking. They'll join us in about 30 minutes, around 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central their time. I'm going to try to get up our chat so we don't have what happened last time. If you remember, we had some issues, and I think Kay was the one who saved us last time, and she's going to be on.
Trolls.
So I want to make sure that we at least can figure some things out here. Let's do that, right? And you got to talk to everybody while I get this up.
Well, I will. I have lots to say.
Oh, yeah, come on, you always have something to say. Always.
Actually, it was a good day because we finished our last of the 6 beers we're doing for our Oktoberfest.
Well, shit, maybe we can show that in a second. We've got now 30 gallons of beer. 30 gallons. That's a barrel of beer, commercial beer,
Which is
in this basement right now. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be real good.
So we've been working on that. Oktoberfest Party's coming up. We'll talk about that. And so we've been brewing a lot. I mean, just really a lot.
Lots of new faces, too.
Oh, yeah, who we got? Anybody?
Yep. Undead Otto just found out.
Undead.
Yeah, Undead's here. One cast, one fish. What's up? How you doing?
Great. Whoa, let's shut that down.
There we go.
Yeah, you got it right there now.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
So
what you can do is pull back on the Google Hangouts.
What are you talking about, man?
Just get stop. I mean, you just talk.
I'll talk.
You talk. I'll do
the technical stuff. That's not my forte.
All
there
right.
we go. That's what I need. Okay. All right.
I need to send this to Matt and Kay too. So
I feel unprepared. Don't worry. It's going to get better.
We're always good like that, right?
That's what we do. We need a second to warm up and maybe a beverage or something.
We'll get there.
And we'll do that. But
Andy, tell everybody what we've been doing. We haven't uploaded in a while.
We haven't.
Why is that?
Well, first of all, because summers for us are tough. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Well, it's the fall now, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll get there. But during the summer, schedules are hard to jive, and it just gets really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Totally. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up very, very soon. In fact, some of which we're going to talk about tonight.
Ooh.
Which is really cool. Let's see who else we got on here. Tiber, what's up, man? Speaking of Oktoberfest,
talk about that.
So Jeff was on our last live broadcast. If you guys don't know Jeff from Tiber Brew, go subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. But he's actually going to brew a beer and bring it to Oktoberfest. Our Oktoberfest coming up October 20th, which is cool. So looking forward to having him on board and sampling some of his beer because he makes good stuff.
No doubt about
Jeff's very talented.
Jeff's doing, I think, a Vienna lager, right, Jeff?
I believe that's what he said he's doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right?
Stoneyard's here. JNC, Drunken One, what's up? How are you?
Drunken One.
Good to see you. The Bearded Beerman is in. Now you're not late, man. You're on time.
Bearded Beerman he's the guy
we were late.
He gave us the amazing name for Haze is for horses, right? There's still a lot of debate over what's the name of that.
I think we went with Haze is.
I think you went with.
Well, I made an executive decision. That's what you do.
I think there's still a lot of debate out there from our subscribers as to what it really is. I like Haze is for horses. I don't know.
That's what we got. Haze is for horses.
Haze for horses, I thought you said.
No, Haze is.
No, you see, I think you've changed it like 10 times.
You need to rewatch.
I'm pretty sure you've changed it like 10 times.
Enter your password so we can get this thing going here.
I'm trying to.
I need you focused.
I'm focused. You talk. Come on, you usually do this. I'm going to email Matt and Kay the link right now. So.
All right, sounds good. So if you didn't see our promo video talking about uploading things, we did a promo video. We brewed the black and red IPAs. Todd and I did way back in the day. We did a black and red IPA together. I did the red, Todd did the black, and we decided to do that again for Oktoberfest.
Yep.
So we brewed that about a week and a half ago. and
Yes.
took some really quick amateur fun footage of us hiking. Put up the promo video. So for those of you who saw it, it was
a lot of that was real too. The spider webs. If you saw that video, we were out near our houses. There's a bunch of woods that we go sort of hiking on, and
send that on.
Yeah, it
getting bit.
Getting the actual one. If you always watch, I always tell everybody you gotta watch the end of our videos because we have outtakes every video because we're not professional by any means.
Mm-mm.
And Andy's trying to get me in a shot, and he's videotaping me, and I'm doing my best acting job.
You did good. That was one of your better performances.
Thank you. Yeah.
It really was.
And a bug fell on his like neck and either bit him. I think it just fell on you, but you said
no, it was the bug was about that big. Seriously, it was huge.
It was not that big, but it was funny because
within hiking distance. Thank you. So you saw it. I'm glad. Acting was top. Yeah, we did our best. Get what you pay for, right?
That's right.
So
I just want to get back to
where are you going, man?
I'm trying to get you so you can see the chat up here.
That's fine.
You got about 15 million things.
I know, but I've also got something else here. Hold
now
on.
pull up pull that. You got to bring that over.
I can bring it over. It's like this on the side.
Yeah. Yes. Bring that over. No, I want the chat.
Oh,
you're covering up the chat. We'll get this. We're not experts at all.
All right, chat's right there, right?
Yeah, now move that over so we can see ourselves.
That's what you're saying.
Then you can see the chat.
So speaking of which, today there was also all kinds of stuff going on. So we're going to do a little something called 21090 top headlines.
Ooh, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, so this is what I do.
Totally spring this on.
Okay, so let's go here. Let's see if this comes up or not.
I have no idea what this is. You gotta just get share screen.
Share screen. Yeah, this is what I do. Hold on. So
today's
headline. Let's see if that comes up so you guys actually see this. Because today was a busy day. Is it coming up? There we go. All right, there it is. It's up. So today's headlines, a lot of good stuff. This one was great. Alligator found in Lake Michigan. I just thought that was pretty darn cool.
Wait, this is outdoors. See, this is probably why.
This is a lead-in with Matt and Kate.
Yeah,
so, they've actually found an alligator in Lake Michigan. I thought that was.
Is that another reason not to do outdoor stuff?
This is why I stay inside.
We're trying to get out of that though. All right, okay, that's not good though.
So that's good. Now you always see me in certain attire, whether it's Expos or Def Leppard or Jets or whatever. But tonight, all right, the Jets open up home opener against the Kings. I care, and I'm sure other people out there care. So the Jets are playing the Kings right now at the MTS Center. In fact, I think I may actually be out in Winnipeg this year, and I will take some footage and I will show you. I'm slated to go out this year to see them. So yes, I do care, although they're down 1-0. But let's hope they can live up to expectations next year. All right.
You got to remember, Andy, we live in Baltimore, Maryland.
Well, we don't have a team.
He is probably the only Winnipeg Jets fan, certainly in this state. Maybe even on the East Coast. I don't know.
I doubt that. Oh. But all right. So we move from there. Now, next headline. Here's the big one of the day.
Oh my goodness.
Def Leppard among first-time rock and roll Hall of Fame nominees. Now, you have seen our videos.
Wow.
You know that we are huge Def Leppard. I am especially a crazy big Def Leppard fan.
Who wouldn't know that?
Yeah, not that I don't wear my attire all the time. But anyway, it was a travesty that these guys haven't been nominated until now.
That is true.
There's a lot of other garbage bands that are in. These guys should have been in.
I agree with that.
So anyway, they'll find out in December if they are in. I would expect them to get in on the fan vote because they are very, very popular, but it is well deserved. And so now if you didn't see our last full video that we did, we were live at the Def Leppard Journey concert in Baltimore.
So awesome.
It was a fun video. Hoping you guys enjoyed it. But we weren't done there with Def Leppard. They also, we spotlighted the Def Leppard beer. And that led us to this video, which is coming up. We are actually going to unveil this week.
All right.
Finally, our full review of, it's either tomorrow or Thursday. We're going to drop this, our full review of the Def Leppard Hysteria album and the Def Leppard Pale Ale together, which is going to be a really fun video. If you're a Lep fan, you're going to love it. If you're a beer fan, you're going to love it. If you're neither, you won't. But I still think it's going to be entertaining.
Please watch because we love to have you at least comment. Andy's put a ton, and I mean a ton of editing time on this video. So when you see it come up tomorrow or Thursday, you're going to see 30 minutes.
And Jefferson Einstein, yes, agree with you 100%. Def Leppard rocks. They are my favorite of all time. And I hope they get in.
to my point, though, hold on.
This video is cool. Yeah,
it is very cool. But Andy, please watch this because Andy is probably taking a good 2 weeks out of his life to edit this thing, and
it's good.
It's good. It's great. And like you said, if you're a Def Leppard fan, you'll love it. If you're a beer fan, you'll love it. And if you like us, I think you'll love it. So that's a good thing. You just did that.
Yeah. Well, no.
Hello.
Are we back? Good. All right. There we go.
Is that it? That was the headline.
That was the headlines for today. Jets slept and an alligator in Michigan. I just did some basic headlines.
The chat's gone now. You got rid of the chat.
How did I do that?
I don't know, man. We had.
There it is. There it is.
Bring us back.
We're good. All right. We're okay. Back. I will. See, I can get this thing under wraps.
There we go.
So those are our headlines for today. But yeah, pretty cool.
I don't know if Matt and Kay are on, but we emailed you the link to come on. I think they're going to come on around 9. So just want to make sure you got that.
Until then, we sent them some beer. They sent us some beer. We're going to be kind of sampling together, but we can kind of preview one that we sent them now, if you would like.
Well, so what happened? We wanted them to
set it up.
Yeah, we wanted them to send us some beers from. They're from Missouri, I think, right?
Around St. Louis area.
Yeah, Missouri. So they sent us 3 beers that we usually can't get here in Maryland, and then we sent them back 3 or 4 beers that we know they can't get in Missouri. One being my favorite. You've seen this one before. It's Loose Cannon from Heavy Seas. Just an amazing IPA. I don't have all of them here, but we sent them Double Duckpin, which is from Union Craft Brewing.
We'll go over all those beers that we sent them because
Jailbreak, Oktoberfest, and then the crab beer, the Flying Dog Dead Rise.
I just sent them the double.
I did Double Duckpin and Dead Rise.
Oh, I didn't know about the Dead Rise. All right, we got 4 goodies. All right,
yeah,
good to know. All right, so
who else is in the chat? Who have we missed anybody besides we saw Jeff from Tiger Brewing? He's going to be joining us for Oktoberfest. You want to show me a little thing there?
Yeah.
Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know. It's all right. We're good.
So we'll talk about that in a second. Within hiking distance. Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm glad we're getting some of the hiking guys that are coming in, hopefully to learn a little bit about beer. I see a lot of correlation between hiking, outdoors, and beer. So I know we enjoy a lot of the outdoors and hiking channels, even though we might not be the best at hiking. But good to see you guys on there. Jefferson Einstein, thank you so much. Dan Anderson. How's it going? Mad respect to you too, man. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate that. And then, we just love seeing everybody in there. What's coming up?
What are you doing?
Well, it's just with us. I want to
What's up? Oh, yeah, we got tons of stuff. So when I said summer was slow, summer is slow. Todd pretty much lives at the beach. And I had a relatively busy summer schedule. So we did some live feeds.
On there, by the way.
Why?
Because this is the other account you're just doing. So just
whatever. It doesn't matter. What's up, Dan? He knows who. Hi, Dan. that was from
That's our email account.
That's our email account. So if you want to email us beer trades, whatever, there you go. You got a 21090 Brewing email account up there. Let's pour it loose.
Which one? Loose Cannon?
Yeah. Let's do loose.
All right. So I think we should promote also what's going to be coming up after the Def Leppard video.
So we got a couple things coming up after Def Leppard. We have something really cool called the Cellar Series that we're going to get to. That should be dropping actually next week, at least a promo for that. We have a local restaurant here that is fantastic at finding
amazing
good craft beers from all over, and he also sellers beers. So you'll see the whole story when we kind of get into that video. But not only is the food phenomenal, but you find just the best collection of craft beer you're going to find, at least around the Baltimore-Annapolis area at a local restaurant, and some really cool stuff. So we decided to partner with this restaurant, and once a month, we're going to bring you a different beer that they have cellared. So it's a beer that's been sitting for a while. We all know about wine, how things get better with age, but it's cool to find out what happens with beer. So we're going to be doing that once a month. We're going to start with something fun, which is going to be a seasonal beer that you'll see us do, and then we got some really cool stuff coming up after that.
Yeah.
He also does food and beer pairings. So we'll be taking
we're getting access to beers that you can't get anywhere.
Really
anywhere.
Good, really
These things have been cellared for 4 or 5 years in some cases, and they're really out of our wheelhouse. We're not really. We're big hopheads. These are some really amazing sort of Belgian beers. European beers that you just would not get anymore around here. And he's been selling them because he's got the distribution coming right into them. We're really lucky. They're great beers so far. We've done like 2 of them so far, and we're really excited about that. I think people really like that.
You'll like it. Backwoods, what's up, man? Hella is off 97 since you're a local guy. We'll shoot that out to you so you know.
Eastern Shore.
But yeah, real good stuff. And not too far from you, man. Come on down 50 to 97. You'll be able to sample some good stuff they got going on there. Mr. Joe's here.
Hey, Dad. My dad.
His
Hi.
favorite beer growing up.
Pat's Blue Ribbon. That's about right for my dad. Yeah, well.
Hey, that's quality. That's quality brew, Mr. Joe.
Yep. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Thanks, Dad, for joining us.
Nothing goes with Steve
Stick around.
Crabs like
I wonder how long
PBR.
he'll stick around. He's got a new car today.
What'd you get, Mr. Joe?
He got a Ford Fusion, I think. Anyway, we're getting way off topic here. Anyway,
all right.
So that's happening.
So that's coming up soon.
Yep.
And then we've been pushing Backwoods is 3 hours. It's not 3 hours away. All right. But then the next thing we're doing is also called the State Series, where we're trying to get beer. We've told you about this from all 50 states. We're going to have a completely different spin on these videos, which is going to be really fun. We're not going to tell you much about that until we kick that off. But we've already completed, what, 2 or 3?
We've done 2, and we've had beers for a while from people.
So we've got some more filming that we're going to be doing in the upcoming weeks.
Yes.
And
so the idea is we're going to get beer trades from all 50 states. And we'll do a video. We'll showcase the brew tuber or whoever sent us the beer. It doesn't even have to be a brew. Anybody who's in YouTube, even if you're like hiking or any other type of genre and you like beer, we'll do the trade with you and promote your channel, and we'll drink the beers that we normally can't get here. So that's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be really cool. And our goal is we would like to get one from all 50 states or get some beer from and outside. I mean, I've got family overseas. We're trying to get them to send us some goodies from Europe. We might be doing something from Winnipeg, like I told you. All right, come on, stay tuned.
Patricia Sprinkles, hey, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate that support. And again, everybody in here, if you don't know each other, get to know each other. There's some really great creators that are hopefully popping in and out through our live stream tonight. Make sure you check them all out and kind of collaborate.
Yeah, that is honestly the best way to grow and get to know people. We have been very fortunate and blessed that we have met some really cool people who have supported us. We try and support everyone right back.
Hey, there you go. Somebody new. Fairy Frequency, brand new to our channel. Thank you so much.
Very cool.
We appreciate that. We try to be fun, and again, I love getting all these people that are new to us that are certainly checking us out for the first time.
Well, Jeff is not new, and he continues to handle us trying to get free beer. We always send the beer back, Jeff.
What happened?
He thinks this is a scam for us to get free beer.
Oh, and man, we brought him into our. We let him into our. I invited him to our Oktoberfest.
Well, it might be, and then we're getting free beer from him.
That's true. He's bringing the whole.
You might be onto something, Jeff.
So that party, so that's the other thing we're doing. Big Oktoberfest party. We've been brewing for the last 2 weeks, really heavy. I brewed back in July a Marzen
90 Oktoberfest.
And he made something.
Look
at this.
I make all this stuff.
You're so creative.
I am.
Everybody give a thumbs up to Andy's.
Well, as you can tell, it's in the Def Leppard font.
Oh,
go figure. It looks pretty. Actually, that looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that. That font is pretty awesome. Yep, Hall of Fame bound. Like it.
So that'll be our next live stream on October 20th. Did you stop over Def Leppard 20th?
Speaking of which, and that next video we got coming out, this is what we're reviewing. Guys, if you have not seen this, this can only be purchased at the Def Leppard Journey concerts, which actually the tour just wrapped up at the LA Forum. 2 sold-out nights. And
yep. So that beer, Elysian sent us 6 beers to review.
We got 6 beers and 2 guitar picks, 6 guitar picks, and you'll see all that showcased in the video. It's actually really cool. Yeah, there's a guitar pick, which is actually really cool. So, very, very cool. Let's see. In here today, hey guys, new to your chat, great show. Thanks for joining us, man. It's love seeing some new people.
The other day, I still have a bunch of networking channels. Really appreciate you stopping by and showing us some love. We really appreciate that. It's great seeing new people. Again, like I said, we will have Happy Trails Hiking coming in relatively soon.
And this is one of the things we're doing. So Matt and Kay are going to join us in a little under 10 minutes. And what we want to do is kind of, for our live streams, we're going to try and do once, maybe even twice a month if we get lucky sometimes, when we're not doing a big event like we just went through, where we did the 3-part series where we came up with the recipe together. Then we did the brew day, and then we did the tasting of the beer. We can see ourselves doing that maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the time, we want to invite people on and just get to know them and have their people come join us, our people come join them. Everybody get together and just talk and have a good time. And Matt and Kay are cool people. They really are. Their videos are awesome. They're informative. They just dropped one today about the St. Louis Planetarium, which is really good. Amazing. And so we can't wait because the crossover it's cool. There's a lot of correlation in the stuff that we do. And regardless of your topic, we're all kind of a big online community here. Yeah. So that's what's fun about what we're trying to do. So we want to get more people.
Where do we get the inspiration?
Well, and that's true. So, it was about we will because we'll never be following in their footsteps. No. But Pusa Studios out in Montreal, go Expos. They do this on a daily basis where they pull in different people. And it's just like a sit down, cool Q&A type thing. They have grown. If you haven't seen them, I mean, they have.
Everybody knows Pusa. Who doesn't know?
No, but their new setup, man, it just looks amazing. It's so professional. Yeah. It's really cool. So anyway, we joined them for a live feed, and we had a blast. I mean, it's great. Xenia and Andrew, man, are just they're top notch, man. They're really cool. So we said, why not every now and then just have somebody on? And we're not gonna do it on a nightly basis, but people that we can kind of build relationships with and just kind of come on and chat. In fact, Happy Trails is getting geared up right now. So that's kind of where we're going.
Our idea is we're gonna do 2 live streams a month. Hopefully, we'll upload our normal. Hopefully, once every week or every other week. One live feed will be with a featured guest, and then another live feed will be just us kind of doing what we want to do. At Oktoberfest Party, whether we're at a brewery or whatnot. So that's our idea. I think it'll be good.
It is hard to, especially now, young kids and busy work life. We put a lot into the videos. They're intentional. I know, but we want them to.
No doubt.
We want them to come across like there's a little bit of TLC in there, and there is. So we probably could put up something haphazardly once a week. Without fail, every now and then, these things like
that. Yeah, we have
like the
we have probably 8 videos that we've already.
I got
recorded.
Stuff in the hopper. So the good thing is there's no shortage of 210 stuff coming up.
No, we're not going anywhere.
We got tons of good stuff coming up. So so we're really cool. I saw Jaded joined us back.
Jaded,
what's good to see you, man. Thanks for
maybe he'll be a featured guest one time. I love Jaded. If anybody doesn't know Jaded Diva, you got to check him out. He does beer reviews. He goes to breweries. He's got his own bee farm. Awesome guy, great supporter,
and he's got swag now. You can get a Jaded Diva T-shirt, which I actually have one, which is pretty cool.
That's right, you do.
Yeah, I do. And actually, that's coming soon too. We got some 290 carp. We're going to be unveiling.
We're slow. We got so many things going on. We try. We're trying to move
one step at a time.
Exactly.
One step at a time.
No doubt about it. Anybody else come on new that we haven't seen? I just want to make sure we're getting everybody. I thought I saw. Yeah, AU Pack Mule. There you go. Thank you, buddy, for coming on. We really appreciate it. Again, all these new people. Just absolutely love seeing you on. Hopefully you enjoy our content. Certainly, let us know what you like and don't like in the comments. We always comment back, whether it's me or Andy. So we really appreciate the feedback we get when we do upload.
And if there's some stuff that you want to see us do, let us know. We actually also have some more brewery tours coming up.
Yes. New Guinness.
We're hoping to visit the new Guinness.
There's a new Guinness brewery. The first production brewery in the United States is in our backyard, and we've got behind the scenes access, and we're setting it up now. So that'll be really cool. And I think Matt and Kay from Happy Trails Hiking is joining us while Andy's rummaging through something.
We're rummaging too. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you?
We're well. We are having computer issues this week. I think I broke it, but we'll see.
Well, of course that's what happens. Can you make it a little bigger? Of course, I saw you said that in one of your live streams earlier in the week, Kay, and we know how that is. We're certainly not really good either. So I know Matt, you're a good tech guy, so maybe we can bounce some things off you. But you're here. Can you hear us okay?
Yep, hearing you great.
Good. Can you hear us all right?
Perfect.
Loud and clear, guys.
They got earphones and everything. See, we got to get sophisticated. We got to get good like that.
We just know that there's an echo and a lag, and so we're trying to.
No, not from us with our setup.
From us, so we know what we need to do, and we're good. We're
great. Awesome. Well, Matt and Kay, first of all, I want to thank you guys for being sort of like our first official guests on 21090 live streams. You know, when we started, we were talking back and forth what we wanted to do with our live streams, and we have ideas. And one of the things we wanted to do, we made all these great relationships with YouTubers, even outside of brewing and beer.
Oh, yeah.
And we said, well, let's spotlight people we really love their content on and bring them on, and hopefully they would be okay with it. And we both said, especially after our last live stream, where Kay, you kind of saved the day for us.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you had a bad troll in there. Taking it off.
96 thumbs down. We were having
96. I think it's a record.
We didn't even know what was going on. We weren't even looking at the chat. That shows you how novice we are. So I appreciate that, but that's not the reason why we brought you on. You did save the day. No, and we want to thank you for coming on. We really want people, and I know you're probably bringing a lot of your subscribers over to our stream, we appreciate. But anybody who doesn't know who you are, I really want to kind of, first, can you tell the viewers out there what you guys are about? Because you're not just hiking. You guys do a lot of things. And Kay, you have your 30-day challenge for wellness. You go live every day. Just kind of explain who you guys are and what you're about. Sure.
Well, I'm going to let Matt talk first. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, so I'll try to be brief. A couple of years ago, Kay was like, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. I said, you want a what? Yeah, it's going to be a YouTube channel about hiking. It's like, well, all right. I think I could probably support that. It should be a good time. And so it started out, we just did some hikes in the rain. We found some turtles and we got a mascot, and, you know, fast forward. And so now what we've done is we've focused the channel around not only just hiking, but also health activities, and, you know, just kind of trying to make ourselves better and help other people be better, you know, provide the support that we can. You probably have seen some of our beer reviews, which, you know, we have some fun. Yeah, we're really bad at beer review. I'm like, yeah, this is beer and it's great. There are very few beers I don't respond that way to. But basically it's kind of focused around health and hiking, and happiness in general. So do you want to add on to that?
Well, this is Happy Trails Hiking, and here you will learn information about H3O.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Hiking in the great outdoors. And yeah, I spent a lot of time on sorry, I'm trying to get things set up still. I put it out in my Twitter groups. But anyway, I was trying to start health stuff because I've had such a great journey with our health, and that I lowered my cholesterol by 30 points just by counting calories and going to a nutritionist who told me to count fat grams, saturated fat grams as well. And we didn't have to cut out beer that way. So, and that was a good thing. And so we've been doing it now for 5 years. And I figured, since I'm just a regular person who had helped myself and through some instructions, I could help other people. And Matt's getting anxious for beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of my big questions for you guys. Is one, and I think you kind of answered it. When did you guys actually start hiking? And did you guys start hiking as a couple, or were you doing it when, you know, way back? How long have you been hiking together?
Good question.
Well, we've been hiking together. I mean, one of the first things we did when we started dating was I took Kay camping, and I don't know if we went for a short hike on that trip, but it's something we've done a little bit of, and we recently got serious about it. I've been hiking since, I don't know, 5th grade or something. I'm an Eagle Scout, and, you know, so it's kind of gets in your blood.
He's gonna drink this beer, so don't let him get through without it.
When you want me to comment on the beer, I'll certainly be happy to.
First of all, what are you sipping? Show people what you're sipping.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if I was jumping the gun. I don't know what the rules are.
Oh no, we'll talk about that one. You got a good one right there.
So this is one that you guys sent us, and prove to the viewers out there, they're not in it for the free beer. They actually sent us more beer than we sent them.
That's good. That's a double IPA, so it's a big one there, Matt. So be careful, but we really like that beer.
I put this out in my Twitter groups, and I have several people who've come into the room, and I just want to say hi. Wood Pigeon, thank you for coming. At Free Trekker's around here somewhere. He's taking a nap now. And within hiking distances here in Burnwood, thank you all for showing up. I appreciate seeing you. And of course, Jaded Diva, you were here for them or before you were here for us. But
no, we appreciate it too. We appreciate
it's awesome. Thank you. And Jefferson Einstein's here too. That's really awesome. Really awesome to see all this great room here. I don't have to work very hard at a mod tonight, so that's good.
Yeah, that's right. A couple of people from us that just jumped on the Party Source reviews. Really appreciate you coming on. And then Craft Beer Pours, one of our really, really good friends.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Cheers to Brandon and Trish. They are epic beer reviewers as well and live streamers. So I want to really appreciate, because I know they usually go live tonight too. So I appreciate them jumping on.
Yeah.
All right. Back to you guys though, real quick.
All right.
So you guys, Matt, you're an Eagle Scout, so you've of course been hiking for a long time. Kay, how about you? Were you introduced to hiking from Matt? Or
Matt basically threw me into hiking because it was free and we didn't have any money. We've been together for more than half of our lives. We will have been married for 19 years in January, and we've been together since 1995. And so we were in college when we met. We had no money, and so our
first date was to the laundromat.
Yeah, we went to the laundromat. That was pretty fun.
I like to set the standards low for starting things out,
Good man, Matt. Good man.
We had a good time. And then we'd go hiking, camping, and things like that. And I just enjoyed the outdoors. It was home for us after a while. It was a place where we could really just spend time together and not have to deal with anybody else. Truth be told, Matt's an introvert. So, when our hour is up here, he'll be like, okay, I'm done. But
no, I'll be hammered by then.
That's true. We'll be up for another 4 hours.
In the double duck pin.
There you go.
But yeah, so I don't know. I started hiking because Matt loved hiking and we love spending time together, and we live in a city or a suburb, and we both commuted to work when I was still working, and it was just our release. It was the thing we did as a family to just enjoy time together. And so and we didn't have to deal with anybody else. So it was nice.
And I think the thing that really kind of hooked it was when both of us found, that place in nature where you kind of connect, and it's a different experience for everyone, and people connect with sort of the primeval in different ways. But for us, it's when we're out, we can't hear anybody. We feel like we're by ourselves, and there's just a connection to the earth, and, you could get more spiritual than that if you wanted to. But that was the thing when we experienced that together, that got us kind of both hooked.
Right. And we started going to national parks. I don't even remember when, but it was Yosemite, I think. We went to Yosemite in 2009 and decided to do the epic hike of Upper Yosemite Falls. It goes 3.5 miles up. And so basically it's from the valley floor, 2,000 feet above in 3.5 miles. Wow. It's quite a trip. We didn't make it in 2009. It'd been a long week and we'd had a lot going on. We'd already done Disneyland and Matt had a competition and this, that, and the other. And so, we didn't make it then, but we went back in 2012 and we summited Upper Yosemite Falls. So we were thrilled about that. And that was looking over those falls. We were like, yeah, we got to do more of this. So that's really where the hiking bug, I think, actually hit.
I know, Matt, to your point about sort of just being out alone in nature and sort of very spiritual. I know when I do fishing, some freshwater fishing around here, and I can't get cell service. It's the best thing in the world because you're so disconnected from everything. You can't get
absolutely
right.
Absolutely.
It's the best. You're just out there. It's beautiful. You just look up and you're like, this is what it's all about,
Right. Oh yeah. I agree.
So you said you're a freshwater fisherman.
Well.
What are you fishing for?
For trout that's stocked in a river, basically.
Okay.
All right. There's a lot of that in Missouri.
We have a ton of that here in Missouri, so you can come fish for trout or just drink beer with us.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
And then we have the Chesapeake Bay, which we do saltwater for rockfish. But
okay.
If I come to St. Louis, this is my outdoor zen. Is not fishing. It's not hiking, unfortunately. But put me on a baseball diamond anywhere, anytime, any place. That is my outdoor kind of zen. I would love to go to St. Louis and see the Cardinals play because their fans are
one of those. And if you're coming, I might, Andy, be able to get you at least a bit of a tour. I have some connections.
Oh, there you go.
But hey, we'll swap too because if you guys ever want to see Camden Yards in Baltimore, it is gorgeous.
Okay.
The Orioles are terrible, so tickets are very
Terrible.
easy to get.
It's easy to get.
Really easy to get you good seats.
Cardinals
Really
tickets
good.
are easy to get too, so you know it's not that hard. But yeah, it's all good. Do we need to talk to the chat real quick?
Yeah, well, Brandon from Crap Airport is a big Red Sox fan. He says
Yep.
go Sox, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
Fun
else
stuff.
we got?
2 Red Sox fans in here. Well, and sad to say I'm rooting for anyone but the Red Sox to win this thing.
Somebody says one sip at a time, tough hike. Want to do Mount Washington?
Mount Washington. Which Mount Washington? Sorry, there's a couple.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
That's all right.
Actually, I don't know about those either.
Yeah. Is it Mount Washington out in the White Mountains? Out on the East Coast or a different one? Because there's at least 2 that I know of. I did see that Wood Pigeon made 650 subs today. So congratulations, WP. He was one of our very, very first moderators on our channel.
That's
so
awesome.
That's
very
great.
excited.
Congrats.
Hey, Kay,
Yeah.
let me ask you also a little bit about your 30-day challenges that you do. So
Sure.
your page is also, very good about hiking. Your videos for hiking are just amazing. One of the things I like about that is because I feel like when I watch your videos on your hikes, I feel like I'm right with you. You show the trail map, you stop, you show everything. It's really amazing. But you also do every day at 11 our time, 10 your central time. You come on and go live for 30 minutes about wellness. Tell some people about that.
Sure. Okay. Well, so this was born out of me and wanting to actually reach kind of a different audience. And I thought that the audience we were going to reach during the workday was completely different than what we are reaching. We have half and half men and women. And I thought I was going to be talking to moms that were home with their kids and, or work from home moms or people who are retired possibly. And right now I've got an over-the-road trucker. I've got full-time YouTubers. I've got random people who are just working to be better. And so we have a hashtag that's always working to be better. And that was born out of my teaching days when, I was a music and fine arts teacher and would tell the kids, guys, it's never going to be perfect. It just isn't. It's not going to be perfect, but we can be always working to be better. I just want to be better. I just want to be better today than I was yesterday. And I think that you can apply that in other spots in your life, actually in all spots in your life. If you always try to do whatever you did today better tomorrow, that's amazing. I mean, if you can live up to that bar, holy cow, what could you do?
Yeah. Kay, have you ever thought about being like a life coach? And where did you learn about all this wellness and where did it came from your teaching background? But how did you get so immersed in this? I mean, it's amazing how passionate you are.
So one of the things that she hasn't shared, or maybe you did talk about it. Did you talk about the cholesterol change?
Well, I did. I talked about the cholesterol change at the beginning. And I think that I have an idea in my brain that people are too stuck on drugs these days. Prescription, there's a drug to fix everything. I have a headache. I'm going to take a Tylenol. I'm going to, there is something to fix every single thing. And you know what? When my doctor said, I'm going to put you on statins, I cried. I was mad. I cried because I was mad. I cry all the time. Sorry. And Matt said, no, we're not doing that. And we're going to fix it. And so we started fixing it. And I believe that people can be better than they are today every single day, no matter what you want to do. You want to become a better editor on YouTube? Great. Work to do that. Find out one new thing every single day. And you're going to be a better editor on YouTube. You want to be a better public speaker? Go do that. Go talk to people. You want to be a better live streamer? Live stream every day for 30 minutes from 10 to 10:30 every single day and learn to talk off the cuff about something that is not necessarily in your wheelhouse. And health isn't in my wheelhouse. I'm not a medical person. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't even have a personal training background. I just try to work and find out what works for me. And that's the fun part, is that people share what works for them too. So,
and the background has come from, she says she doesn't have a background. That means she didn't go to class and go to college and major in it, but she does have the background in it because it was necessary to develop that. in order to accomplish the cholesterol reduction goal and keep it down.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, old fashioned, go to the library, go talk to a professional instead of like formal training.
Right.
So the background is there. It's just not in a recognizable certificate kind of a thing.
Well, let's be honest. I think that stuff's overrated these days. I mean, truth be told, I learned to edit I bought a program nine months ago on a whim, and just started playing and trying this. And I actually told Todd, I was like, every video I'm going to try one new thing I didn't do before.
Right. And I started editing on that. Remember maybe you don't remember. So we started our YouTube channel in 2016, and I didn't have an editor. I started with Windows Film, whatever. Anyway, it was awful. Movie Maker. It was awful.
That's my first
on the Windows machine.
Oh, on the Windows machine.
It was awful.
Okay.
Anyway, and then I was like, this is crap. I can't do anything with this. And then I found out that YouTube had a clip editor. So I started using that. And if you look back at our first, 20, 30, 40 videos, they're all done on that YouTube editor. It's awful.
You want to see our first 20 videos? They're done on my phone.
Well, and you know what? Your phone is probably a better editor than the one I was using. But especially if it's an iPhone, because but we just go incredible places, and I love showing them off. One of our very, very first videos is from Cumberland Falls in Kentucky, and I don't know if you've been there. It's a beautiful place. Take your kids. You will love it.
In Kentucky?
Cumberland Falls.
Okay.
In Kentucky.
It's a large waterfall. It's bigger than you might expect for the area.
It's called the Niagara of the South. And it's got a lodge. You can stay in cabins and all that stuff. You would love it. So, take your kids. You can walk around on the paved trails and you'll have a good time.
Have you guys ever been on the Appalachian Trail?
Pieces and parts.
We've gone a few miles, and we've accessed it at the area near in East Tennessee at Roan Mountain State Park, very close to there. The Appalachian Trail runs adjacent to that.
It's right on the border.
Yeah.
We've only done maybe 5 or 10 miles.
My son was in a 5th grade hiking club, which I got into. It was amazing. The last hike was about 5 miles out and 5 miles back on the App Trail, right in Maryland. And I was amazed that in that time we were there maybe for 3 or 4 hours. We saw through hikers both ways. How many are actually on that trail going the entire way? I couldn't believe how many were doing that.
Yeah, that's epic.
It is. Do you know people who've done the entire trail?
Not personally.
Okay.
I think I might know someone who's done a lot of it. And he did enough. And the thing that I remember about his stories was specifically about footwear. So the kind of hiking that Kay and I do, we wear boots that go over the ankles, and we try to get waterproof boots, because for our needs that works great. But when you're on a trail like the Appalachian Trail, your feet are going to get wet no matter what kind of boots you have. Right. And if they're waterproof, then they won't dry out because the water gets trapped inside.
Oh, geez.
And so he said after a period of time, his feet got bigger, and his feet were always wet because he had waterproof boots. And so at one of the towns he came to, he ditched those and he bought a hiking shoe because he didn't need the ankle support, and it wasn't waterproof. And he said, it was at least a half a size bigger because his feet had increased in size that much.
I'm looking at the chat, and just guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them into the chat. And I'm actually in there, so you can actually type at Happy Trails Hiking if you'd like, and we'll see it. But Alex from Within Hiking Distance, thank you so much. I appreciate that compliment.
So let's transition for a sec, because we are really happy that you guys sent us some goodies.
Okay.
And we're glad that you guys sent us some stuff.
Yeah.
So let's start with beer that you guys sent to us.
Look at this.
Then I'm going, see, this is what I do. I get all excited and I do these things. Hold on 1 second. Screen share.
Yeah, get on.
Share. I'm going, Todd.
There we go. Look at this.
Here we go.
Look at this.
You went straight to my favorite.
How do you call it? The Stalipa?
Stalipa.
Yeah.
It was obviously the St. Louis IPA, double IPA, but they say you pronounce it Stalipa. So I saw this, I was like, wow. Got a 2016 World Beer Championship gold medal in 2015. It's a big boy coming in at 60 IBUs and 8%. This was right up my wheelhouse. I said, "Oh, Matt and Kate, good set."
Yeah.
It's his favorite.
And I'll,
This is
Urban Chestnut. There's St. Louis, right?
Yeah, they
I
are.
got it.
They're microbrewery here in St. Louis, and they're really awesome. They've got a great brew pub actually, and we went on a beer tour 2 summers ago, and we actually got to stop there and get a tour at Urban Chestnut. So that was really cool, and they have great food too.
Wow. So Matt, this is one of your favorites?
It's my go-to, and you know what? I'll have to say the double duck pin that you guys sent. It's right up there with a Stolipa.
Hey,
that's good
all
stuff.
right, nice.
All right. Yeah, we love the double, but these wise Midwestern.
Yeah, look at them.
They
Yeah,
got
the
these
cans.
cool cans. We don't see this
No.
around here. I haven't
And
seen
it
a
folded
Baylor
up
brewery.
like
I don't see them too often either.
Nebraska. Wasn't
Nebraska had one.
We had a beer trip in
sandwich
Nebraska.
Chris, and then there was another one we just did not too long
You
ago.
did.
They had
You were
one.
in Pennsylvania. You were in Pennsylvania.
I was in PA. All right. Oh yeah, it was a Pittsburgh beer. I guess that's East Coast. So.
And Matt has found that the 12-pack that he got of that has been over-carbonated. So, saw the
Oh yeah,
head that
you're
came
right.
up on that. It's been over-carbonated. It's been really,
Yeah.
really bad. So, fair warning. I should have warned you before you opened it, but
But at least it didn't overflow on you guys, or if it did, you hit it.
Smells amazing.
Smells real good.
Oh yeah.
You want to cheers this one up?
Cheers. Hey, well, cheers to
your double duck
Matt
pin,
and
too.
Kay and Happy Trails Hiking.
cheers.
Our first
Cheers,
beer
guys.
trade. This is coming from St. Louis, Missouri. I love it. Mm. Mm.
That's good.
That's beautiful, as I would say.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
beautiful, huh?
So nice.
Well, look
nice
at
finish
the
on
hops
that.
here: Cascade,
Yeah.
Chinook, Sterling, Columbus, Willamette, Mount Hood,
Oh yeah,
Munich, and Pale Ale for that. This is like
got a great mouthfeel.
it's right up our wheelhouse.
What's the ABV on this? This could be dangerous.
This is around 8%.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
This is a big boy.
Dangerous beer here, Matt.
Mm.
Sneaky good. You drink 3 of these, you're on the floor, I think.
Yeah,
Great.
you don't want to overdo it.
So let me ask you this: when you guys go hiking, is it against the rules or not to take a beer and sit down on one of those overlooks and crack open a beer and drink one, or what's the
It's
protocol?
not against the rules.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, what's the protocol?
So, as a rule, when Kay and I are hiking together, we don't drink.
That makes sense.
At the campsite, we do.
We tend to wait until the campsite.
Okay.
But I do hike with a buddy of mine once a year, and he and I use a different set of rules. So what we'll do is we'll hike out into the woods and open the beer, the homemade wine, or whatever it is, and smoke cigars and stumble out, because we feel like it's important to increase the challenge. You don't want it to be too easy. So that's a different set of rules that one can utilize if you should feel, but that's not really recommended.
My dad used to say
You
the
saw
same.
our preparation bag that we did for the promo video. That's probably as prepared as we would have come.
Yeah,
So-
it was minimal.
But I can just imagine, watching some of your videos. I've even commented a couple of times. Oh my gosh, that shot that you just showed! I would love to just sit down,
there and
crack
drink
open a beer, and just let the world pass me by drinking a beer because that shot is so amazing. I can only imagine that has to be difficult not to crack one open.
Well, see, now the only thing to me better, some of those scenes that I see with you guys,
Yeah.
first thing in the morning with a cup of black coffee
Oh,
sitting in my
that's true.
hand.
There you go.
So that
Okay.
to me,
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
Mhm.
about
we love our coffee too. So exactly. What was I gonna say?
Oh, sorry.
Never mind. Just
Are we
kidding.
missing the chat? Should we answer any chat questions?
There hasn't been a ton, except for I did notice that one sip at a time, it said to add long socks. Our 8-year-old went rock hopping and scrambled and got nipped by a snake. Must have stepped on the tail of it. We have frozen.
that may
No,
be
it's
why
not
I don't
frozen.
hike, because that kind of stuff scares me. No,
Well,
I'm telling you.
one sip at a time just said a beer at the top is a must for me. It's my reward. That's how I would think. You get that summit or get that crack the beer, let's go. But I get your point. Not
you gotta
one
get
of
back down.
That's the problem.
you gotta
Getting
come back down.
You left me though. You would leave me.
I would.
Yeah. See,
I
that's
would.
how we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Hey,
was a
Clint
hilarious
Moore.
video.
I just want to give a shout out to Clint Moore. I really appreciate you stopping in. I love his live streams. He's a really good YouTuber. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate
Hi,
that. And also
Clint.
Obi-Wan Reviews. Really great to see everybody coming in here. I appreciate that.
So nice
So-
to see everybody.
Matt, I got one more for you here. We'll do this. We'll spotlight every now and then. This is what you're sipping on, so people out there can kind of see what you got going on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is one of our absolute favorites. So we're glad you like it. This is actually a little bigger than the Saliba you sent over here. This is 8.5 and 90 IBU, so take it easy on that, man. But yeah, Cascade, Mosaic, CTZ, and Amarillo. That's and Galaxy.
Union is probably, you'll never get out there. It's probably the up-and-coming brewery in the Baltimore area.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one brewery that we're known for, it's probably Heavy Seas. We sent you a
Or
little
Flying Dog.
Or Flying. That's Frederick. But Union is really the big player in our scene for beer right now.
Their stuff is dynamite,
yeah.
And everything they put out is wonderful. So we wanted to definitely send you that so you could see it. But yeah, we'll stop sharing that. We'll head back.
Well, for an IPA, it's not too bad.
Matt, one question I wanted to ask you. I know I saw this, I think today or the day before. Kay, you had mentioned that Matt was, and maybe you don't want to talk about it, so I apologize if it's out of line, but you're developing a workout app.
Oh, sure.
I mentioned it today.
Sure.
You did mention it. I had to ask about it because I think that's really amazing. What can you tell anything about that or no?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's not on the App Store yet, so I just wanted to don't go look for it yet because I'm not done with it. So I've called it Lift More, and clearly I need to lift more because I have more of like a software engineer body as opposed to a lifter body. But so. Great. Basically, the point of the app is you go into, say you're going to do a bench press. What I want to see, like right now I use pencil and paper, and I write, I'll have like 3 workouts in a row, and I can see what I did last time and 2 times before that. So, I'm going to do a bench. I'll do, a set 10 reps with 95 pounds, and maybe I'll throw a couple more on. Then I'll do 10 reps with, 105 pounds, and then I'll do 10 reps with 125 or whatever it is. Well, that's great. So I write it down. But the next time I come back to the gym and I do that same exercise, I want to do more than I did before. And maybe it's more reps, or maybe it's more weight, or maybe, whatever it is. And I've got this concept of like just the total amount of weight moved. So for each set, the number of the reps times the weight, and then add that up across sets, and that's your total moved for that exercise. And so I just want to see that on the phone, and I wasn't planned for I was not prepared for a proper demonstration.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
But no, that's okay.
That's right along with always working
so
me
that's
better,
okay.
by the way.
So what I'll do, and right now, I will attempt. Oh, that's not going to work at all. Okay, that's absolutely horrible. Nope, it won't work.
Okay.
But at any rate, I've got it set up in the view so that you can just see a chart, what I did last time, what I'm doing this time, and then what percent of the max, and then the total weight moved percentage this time versus the previous. So that's kind of the idea. But I found out in the maiden voyage at the gym that I kind of screwed up the algorithm. So it's not right yet.
All right.
Still, that's really awesome.
That's amazing. So I'm sure you'll let us all know when it is finished, and I'll make sure Andy gets it because he needs that kind of help, don't you, Andy?
Oh, be nice. Be nice.
We can both totally use that. No
I need all the help I can get. That's why I'm
chicken arms.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I noticed in the chat that My Slice of Heaven Outdoors, Joey, is here, and I didn't see a Trail Cam Tuesday from him, but he's got a nice piece of land out here in St. Louis, just north of us. And
I found him from your channel. Yes,
really
yes.
Cool. Yeah, from our 30-day challenge.
Yep.
So, yep.
Awesome. I think one sip at a time. I think that's Trish.
Yes, I think so too.
I totally missed that. So Trish, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're here. I apologize. How you doing, Trish? How's that watermelon beer, Trish?
She mentioned it earlier.
Did she? Okay, I missed it.
Sorry, I want to drink this one now.
She has a really. Oh, there you go.
All right.
Because I like
the Oktoberfest.
Hold on here. Let's stop what we're doing here.
I must admit,
we're gonna learn
Matt and Kay, when I bought this beer, I know you said you liked Oktoberfest, and there's not a ton of great ones around here. And if Jeff's still on, he's from our area, he might be able to clue us in. This is a new beer from a new brewery for us, Jailbreak, and I think it's pretty good. It's not the most amazing Oktoberfest, but it's good. So I'm happy I sent it.
Okay.
Hopefully you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will. I'm not a big IPA fan. I like sweet malty things.
That'll be good. we could. And I know you like stouts. There's one stout that we absolutely love in this area. It's from one of our favorite breweries, Heavy Seas. It's called Siren Noir. We reviewed it. It's just absolutely amazing. It's a chocolate stout. It's just out there. So I wish I could have got that for you.
That's good. By the way, yes, this is very yummy. I like it.
Good. That's wonderful. Very, very cool. I'm glad you liked it. And that's from a brewery in Laurel, Maryland, right outside DC called Jailbreak.
Well, let's go to something from you guys.
Okay.
We'll switch gears here and we'll go we'll do the Oktoberfest too.
This is my favorite Oktoberfest.
Oh, that sounds so
good. We definitely know.
Matt and I.
We know Schlafly.
Schlafly.
Well, we don't know that well. That's what we call it.
That's okay. There are actually two. There's a tap room and a brew house here in St. Louis, and we went to the tap room with Tack from AOK Foraging and Adventures, and then Matt and I actually bought the Oktoberfest for the first time. We found it at the brew house this year, so I'm very excited. I'm always very excited when it comes in because number one, it means that fall's here.
Exactly.
And my favorite, I love hiking in the fall.
Yes, there's the chef. How do you say it?
It's the word laugh with a sh on the front. Schlafly.
There's the Schlafly.
Right. It's not Schlafly.
Schlafly.
Oh, not here. Look
You're
at
not the only one who's pronounced it.
That's our Baltimore dialect there. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking beer. This is beautiful. So cheers.
It smells good.
Oh wow.
You guys are 2 for 2.
That is good.
That's nice.
Sweet caramel. Yeah. That's really good. I can see why it's your favorite. That's a very good. I don't think I've ever seen that one around here.
No, they
get their beers
from Schlafly.
Schlafly.
I can't say it. I cannot say it. Marketing 101. Have a name that you can say. Right?
You're supposed to slur it. Schlafly.
Loose cannon. No, I'm just joking. All right.
Oktoberfest.
There you go.
So I am curious, since we're both drinking Oktoberfest, how do you compare the two Oktoberfest? Because while they're both the same style technically, I think they taste quite a bit different to me.
They do.
I'm curious what you thought.
I mean, I've had this before. Yeah, I think I like yours better.
Okay.
So that's the good thing.
This one that you sent us from Jailbreak has more of a bite to it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about beer, so pardon me.
I think it's probably the hops they use, and it's probably has a little more in it. It might also be I don't know what they're using in their grain though. But I like yours better.
It's not as caramely, I would say.
Yeah, yes, I agree. It's not as sweet either. Anyway. And I like this. When I think of Oktoberfest beers, I want that caramel sweetness, sort of really good mouthfeel. That's what I like about it.
And when I think of Oktoberfest, I think of October 20th, 2/10/90. Come join us for a potential live stream.
Oh, we'll be live
October 20th.
Wow.
Hour 2/10/90. See, there's a cheap plug. I'm really
30
good.
gallons.
I love it.
Beer.
30 gallons of beer.
Are you brewing 30 gallons?
Yes.
Oh, cool. All right.
Man, if you can see our basement here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 carboys filled with 5 gallons of beer.
Yeah,
you're fermenting. 2 more that are kegged already, and then our friend Jeff is bringing another keg. We'll have 35 gallons of beer. Either it's going to be an awesome party and we're all going to be drunk, or our beer stinks and it's not going to be a very fun party. So let's hope for the latter.
I hope the first one.
I agree.
I found that even when the homebrew is bad, I still get hammered and have a hell of a time.
So even if it's bad after a couple, they're going to say, "This is great stuff, guys."
We've got a bunch of recipes we know are really good. We've done them before.
We have
awards.
Well, yeah. So we have Todd has a Mars that he did that was award-winning Mars was really good,
and a black IPA.
His black IPA is fantastic.
Won another award.
I've got my in honor of Def Leppard. Pour Some Pumpkin on Me. It was really
nicely done.
And then we have the ISALT Red Rye Double IPA. That's a big boy. It's a double red rye IPA, which is an awesome beer.
It's a huge beer.
Yeah.
We have our Hazes for Horses, the New England Juicy IPA.
We brewed it again just now, like
brewed it again.
a couple weeks ago. A week ago.
And what was the other one we did?
You did their Hasselhop.
Oh, the David Hasselhop.
It's a German IPA.
All right.
German IPA. It's all German hops and American style IPA. So it's like a little German.
The name, you can't beat that
David
name.
Hasselhoff. You gotta love that.
David
trademark
Hasselhoff.
that.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So, Clint Moore, hi. Good to see you. He says the only one he's ever had, I'm assuming it's an Oktoberfest, is the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. And he says he has nothing to compare it to. You've had that one.
The Sam Adams Oktoberfest is similar in character to the Schlafly's Oktoberfest.
Okay, yeah.
So it's got kind of that little bit sweeter taste.
Yeah.
And that's my take.
The Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest this year? I love it.
Negative.
We haven't had it yet.
should
I'll
put
try
on the
that.
list.
I absolutely love
All right,
it. This year, I think it's really good.
Which one?
The Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
Sierra Nevada.
Really good.
What's the other one we just did too?
No.
Coming up for our Cellar Series, which is really good. Southern Tier, the Pumpkin we did.
Oh, yeah.
Because someone was talking about
Pumpkin
the
beers.
pumpkin beers on there. Who was talking about pumpkin within hiking distance?
Within hiking distance, just asked about a pumpkin flavor.
Yeah,
beer.
so
have we tried to brew that?
the
We
Pumpkin
have not.
Pumpkin is awesome.
I'm not a huge pumpkin fan.
This is good though. See, some pumpkins are over the top, like crazy, like in your face spices, and this is real mellow. This is a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we tried the Southern Tier, which is good too.
Matt, let me ask you a question. I know, again, your channel is mostly about, wellness and hiking and outdoors, but you do throw in some Thirsty Thursday beer reviews, and you also brew.
Right.
How long have you been brewing?
I've been brewing probably for maybe 5-10 years.
More than us.
Well, but what it is, I'm still at the malt extract level.
Nothing wrong with that.
So my biggest frustration, and I'm sure this will ring true, is sanitation.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing that if you goof it up, your beer is skunked, and then you've lost, the cost of the ingredients, $50 or whatever.
And all your time.
But the real problem is that I've lost 8 hours of time at least. And so it's incredibly frustrating. I brewed up a batch of IPA.
A beer that's gone bad? Have you done that?
Well, so what happens is they just don't live up to expectations. So they're not necessarily bad.
They're drinkable.
They're just not quite what I wanted.
Right.
So I brewed up a batch of IPA a couple of months ago, and that's the last time I brewed. And I made a sanitation mistake, and I finally figured out what it was. I think my transfer hose needs to be thrown away, and I think I need a new one because it's so hard to clean the inside of a hose.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what messed it up. And it wasn't bad. It's still okay. But it's just, you put all that time and effort into it, and then it gets a little bit skunked. It's kind of demoralizing. Yeah. So I kind of, like many things I do in life, I go in these phases where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to brew. And I'm like, oh, screw that crap. I'm just going to buy it.
So if I agree with you. There's two main things with brewing beer.
Step outside high. Just saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's sanitation. There's no doubt about that. And also making sure you don't blow up your basement with beer when it's fermenting. That's the other thing.
I've done both.
That's the other thing. Andy's come home to his house. He put the beers, I think, in your bathroom.
So I put it in my bathroom.
Thank God, though.
In the bathtub, which was I'm glad I did this.
Thinking ahead.
I didn't have a blow off tube connected to it, and I came home from work and I opened the door. I was like, "It smells good in here.
Awesome in here.
What is that smell? It's good." Wonderful. I walk in the bath. I was like, "This is not wonderful."
Beer everywhere, crowds everywhere.
And then it was funny because actually, my little boy turned 7 months tomorrow. And so
that's why it was so hard to schedule this.
That's another reason why we haven't uploaded as much.
So it was literally probably 2 weeks after he was born that we decided to try and do a live stream while brewing a beer at the same time.
Horrible idea.
And we didn't start the live stream until 9 o'clock. So I remember finishing the whole thing around, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 in the morning, whatever. I literally falling asleep in the chair. I'm completely out of it. I didn't put the lid on the airlock. That beer looked like Jupiter and Saturn got together and created a new planet.
Okay. Yeah, that's when you don't even bother with the bottling.
No.
Just throw that out.
It happens to all of us, man. But I can tell you what, though, knock on wood, I haven't had an infected beer yet. I just start saying everything. I start saying
let's all roll our eyes at Todd right now. Everybody roll your eyes at Todd.
I'm just saying.
I know.
And Matt, I can get beer. I can brew it in 4 hours. 4 hours. I can brew it.
Now that's just brew day. That's just brew day, right? Okay. So you got to count the transfer. You're going to have at least one transfer bottling, if nothing else.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
No.
Totally right. But
Jewish redneck perverters, hello.
No, Matt, so the idea though is, have you had a beer that you've brewed that you're like, this is awesome? I mean, you really enjoyed it?
Yes, two.
That's
So
yeah.
So one of them was an Imperial IPA. I'm sure that's a big shock to you.
Yeah.
But a year ago, actually it was over a year ago,
It was well over a year
we
ago.
brewed an Imperial IPA, and it was kind of chilly outside, and it came out awesome. But you were supposed to dry hop it. And the instructions said to put the hops in secondary fermentation, and then you'd be good to go.
Oh. Yeah.
So I did that, and then I siphoned it off into my keg, and got it. I force carbonated it, and I got it ready to go. And I started pouring, and I got an ounce, and then it stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
What's going on? And what had happened was that I got pieces of hops into the keg.
Yep.
And
yep.
So, but that was the best IPA I ever did once I took care of the hop problem.
Yep. And that's an issue. Yep. It happens all the time. It's so frustrating because then you have to pull out the tube and clear it out and make sure it's an issue. Yeah.
Well, what I found was I just forced some CO2 into the keg without the second connection, that's the beer out connection. I removed the beer out connection and just forced it, and I had kind of a little beer fountain, in my basement.
We should have videoed it. It would have been great.
That took care of it.
We've done that.
Should we tell them how we take care of any stuck?
Stuck sparges. I put a hose in my mouth and blow the other way, and it goes the other way.
Spits it right back.
Oh, okay.
That would work too.
Yeah, and
that's when we're still brewing it though.
You haven't boiled it, so it's fine.
We boil that off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's funny.
What was I gonna say? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh well.
That's all right.
Anyway,
That's all right. We're over 30. It's okay.
Anybody on? Would we miss any
Well,
questions?
we've got a whole bunch of things that I've been reading. So Trish at One Sip at a Time loves pumpkin mash beers, and she wants some of your pumpkin. Pour some pumpkin on me to make up for lack of watermelon. FYI.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
We're sending out pages for horses to those because I don't know if you saw our live stream last time where we sent it. So I could resend them out in bottles.
Good.
And we'll send you a bottle as well because we got to send you one now too. So we'll
thanks. You don't have to. It's okay.
No, we love spreading the wealth.
And then Jewish Redneck Preppers is here.
So
awesome. Shalom, guys, and
shalom.
And then One Cast, One Fish also came in. So yeah, I think those are the only new people. And Steph outside already said hello too. But it's really cool to see all of my outdoor peeps here. That's really cool.
I love it. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. That's amazing. That's really amazing.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to 21090, you should, because they're really fun to watch, and they tell you a lot about the brewing process, and they really make it come to life. And I really like that. I like people who teach me things.
We try to do that. We're by no means the best at this, though. Okay, I
wasn't saying that you were the best I've ever seen or anything, but you definitely do really well. And some people just say, "This is a beer, and we're gonna go to this brewery, and they got some tanks and blah blah blah, and I'm gonna drink now." And I'm just like, no, that's not the way. I mean, Craft Beer Pours does a great job. Jaded Diva does a great job. I mean, these are the people I like to watch when I watch beer stuff. So,
well, I think with anybody, if you like what you do, it comes across, whether it's on camera or if you're just doing it for recreational, people just kind of know you off the side. But, you can tell the people who are actually into what they do. And we love this process. I mean, we like playing off of each other. We've known each other for pushing 40 years now. And so this is cool for us. The way to spend some time, it's something cool to do. We enjoy the creation aspect. We enjoy the editing.
Yeah.
It's
the funny part about how first of all, I don't know if we told you our names. Anybody know what our name's about?
Actually, I'm curious about that. I don't know what it is.
All right. So Amy and I have known each other for almost 35, 40 years, I guess. We're pretty old. So I'm bald. And we've lived in and now still live in the same place we've grown up. And it's in a place called Linthicum, Maryland, which is, if you are flown into Baltimore, BWI, that's Linthicum, Maryland, right outside Baltimore. And the zip code for Linthicum is 21090. 21090.
I just sent you a package. I should have known.
You did. And instead of just making it 21090, we put the TN. We just think it looks better.
I like
and we went with it. So that's the name. It's our zip code, basically. That's
nice. Sweet.
Nothing crazy.
And Obi-Wan Reviews is here too, by the way. I
Yeah,
know
he's great.
Earlier, I haven't ever met Obi-Wan Reviews, so I'll have to check that out
Yeah.
after the stream.
Definitely.
So Matt's got another beer out, and
What you trying?
Ooh, Andy,
show
tee
him
it
which
up.
one you're trying. I love this can.
Oh,
Oh, I don't have to slide for that
Andy,
one. I didn't know you sent that one. I thought you didn't tell me about that. Just show them anyway, Matt. This one
Show
is
them and tell them about it, since they don't
So
know.
I got this thing, and I saw the IPA. I'm like, okay, it's a double IPA. I know what that is. And the Oktoberfest, I'm like, yeah, I probably know what that is. This thing, it's a summer ale, but it's got Old Bay seasoning in it. So I'm like, okay, so maybe it's a shrimp boil. I'm thinking New Orleans has got pictures of shrimp and lobster.
No,
And
that's
it's called Dead Rise.
That's a crab.
The crab.
The
It's
crab.
a crab.
Oh, it's a crab. All right.
crab. New England crab.
It's something
No,
that
no,
comes
no,
out of
no,
the
no,
the
Maryland.
salt.
Maryland crab. Maryland.
Bay
That's what I'm
crab. Blue crab.
Love you
I know,
guys.
and it says so. I saved probably the most interesting of the batch for number 3.
It will taste that way too.
Well, I don't know.
Most
I got. Hold on. Okay. Yes.
Drink some water
It's a regular summer ale with a little bit of Old Bay in it. Have you ever had Old Bay seasoning?
Not straight up, but yeah, I've had it in a shrimp
Right.
boil.
It is.
Just let them go.
All right, I'll let them go.
You know what? Just try it.
Just let it go.
Just let 'em go.
This is going to be something you haven't had
I'm gonna
before.
smell it.
We love it, but
So
Okay.
you drink this beer while you're eating crabs.
Or
I mean, that's
without.
the whole thing.
or without.
Wow.
You can
Yeah.
put Old Bay on
It's a
anything.
summer ale with lemon and Old Bay in it. That's what it is.
It's a Baltimore thing, guys.
So it definitely does not smell like beer.
Smell like crab?
Smell it.
You know me and my sniffer.
Smells like seasoning.
It smells like
Yeah,
seasoning.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's not overwhelming. I don't. I'll let you drink it. There you go.
That's good.
You like it?
Right?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, there you
It's not
go.
overwhelming. It's an easy to drink beer. But just think of
that-
eating like some steamed crabs.
That
Well,
would be perfect. Yeah, I totally. And it's not. I mean, it's actually very subtle when you drink
Right.
it. I mean,
yeah.
So Matt, is it a lawnmower beer?
no, it's better than a lawnmower.
Better
beer.
than a lawnmower
Uh,
beer.
no,
Okay.
it's,
Well,
no,
you
it's
could
totally
drink
not
it
a
after
lawnmower beer.
Yes, you could drink that after mowing the lawn. It's only like 5%. It's a total summer ale.
That brewery, Flying Dog, is the biggest brewery in Maryland, but they're
I've heard
also
of
in the
Flying
top
Dog.
50 in the country.
Yeah.
They're a huge brewery, so they really do good stuff.
Yep.
Carly.
And it's hard to do seasoning well in beer, especially salts.
Oh yeah, that would be weird.
They do that well. That's a
cool.
fun beer.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. No
So,
problem.
last grown up in the woods, Carly is here. So thank you for coming, Carly. I appreciate you being here. And My Slice of Heaven Outdoors says that when he moved to Missouri, it took him a while to find Old Bay seasoning. So
Yeah, I bet so. I mean, here in Maryland, I put it on the potatoes. We
Yeah,
put it on
pretty
shrimp.
good.
We put it on steak. We put it on
French fries.
French fries. We put it on anything.
Wow,
It's
really?
a staple. I mean, we have buckets of Old Bay and just throw it on. Of course, crabs.
You go to a Raven game, and literally at every station, there's
Old
this
Bay.
giant Old Bay cans
Old
for the Orioles games or whatever.
that's funny.
And
Well, it must be like our barbecue sauce.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
well, yeah.
ubiquitous. It says ubiquitous as Bud Light in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Well,
mine-
that's pretty too. Yeah.
You know that Matt has a shirt that says, or we sell a shirt that says, "Just say no to light beer."
Yes. Yes, I love
It
it.
was the only beer shirt that I've ever designed. And I was like, oh, I'm going to design hiking shirts and we'll sell hiking and outdoors gear. And Matt said, I want a just say no to light beer.
I think I have to get that for my father-in-law because he is a huge. He got me into craft beer. When I met my wife, I was drinking Miller Lite and Bud Light. That's all I drank. And he's like, "What are you drinking that for? You got to drink something that tastes good. Here, have a craft beer." And he will not drink light beer. And so I'm gonna get him that shirt. I think from you guys,
cool.
and I think he'll love it.
You'll
Well,
see
so-
here at Oktoberfest.
Yes.
One of the when we were tossing around the idea of a beer shirt, I really wanted to put like my 3 rules of beer on the shirt, but it just didn't work.
Too much.
And plus, I've modified them since then. But the original 3 rules of beer are: number 1 is no light beer,
Yeah.
and number 2 is no fruit beer,
Ooh.
and number 3 is that rules 1 and 2 can be broken if someone else paid. But
That's great.
I've nixed rule 2 because I found that I do like some fruit beers.
Yeah, we
some
do
of them
too.
are good. Some are good.
We do too. I agree with that.
Steph Outside asks if anyone knows about keg spice. Says it puts that stuff on everything. And then Last Grown Up in the Woods says, I'm exclusively a dark beer lover. And cheers to that. This is about as light as I'll ever be.
What a segue,
What a
huh?
segue.
What a
So much
segue.
Oh, well played there. There we go. There we go.
Favorite.
All right, let's do
That's
this.
a good one.
I really like this one. Is like dessert in a glass. It's fantastic.
We can't wait to open this. I love stouts. Okay, I love the winter time. I try to brew stouts, but I'm never like great at it.
Look at this.
And
button.
look at that bottle.
Look at it.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Look at that beautiful can art. I mean, bottle art. I mean, it's like it looks like it's gonna be a sleigh ride on your tongue. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So this
Sleigh ride on
tells
your
me
tongue.
that the cold weather's
Wow.
coming.
Yes.
We've got the holidays around the corner.
And by the way, brewing beer in freezing cold is a very big challenge because our hose line is frozen, so you can't chill it. So you chill it in snow, and that takes forever.
But actually, some of our most fun memories of brewing have
That
been
is true.
when it's been really
Matt,
cold.
have you ever brewed in like freezing cold temperatures?
This is a
You know,
cool beer.
It's funny you said that. So earlier you asked me about the best beers ever brewed.
Yeah.
The second best beer I brewed was an Imperial Stout.
No.
And
Imperial Stout.
and we
Yeah.
brewed it on literally the
The
coldest
coldest
day
day.
of the year in 2017. It
Was
was
it 20
January.
degrees?
It was 20 degrees, and we were brewing outside. And I had recently purchased a 200,000 BTU propane burner, and it was so cold that the moisture was freezing. So I guess there's a little bit of moisture that comes in a propane canister. It was freezing the regulator, and I couldn't get enough propane to keep the fire to keep it really high. But so what I have like 4 20-pound propane tanks, and I just kept switching them out.
It worked.
And so they would be just warm enough that it would kind of warm up the line a little bit, and it wouldn't be as frozen anymore.
Yeah.
We got through the brew, and that Imperial Stout, it needs to age a little bit.
Yeah.
And so that was January. When did we camp with BBT?
In May.
Okay,
Ooh.
so Beer Belly Travelers.
The Beer Belly Travelers. Do you know them?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we bottled that. I would normally keg, but I was like, it needs to age. We'll just put it in bottles. So I let it go for at least a month, and then it was like every couple of weeks I'd open one up, and then it got to a point where it was really good. There's another interesting story there, but that was the best beer that I ever did,
and I loved it.
And it was so cold outside that the beer that we were drinking froze on the top. We had a sheen across a sheen of ice, beer slushy.
Yeah, there you go.
But you were talking about exploding bottles. I had them in the basement, and I thought it was like 4 months later or 3 months later or something. And I thought it was all done, perfect, fine. I moved them, and I had them sitting on top of my kegerator. And I came downstairs, a couple days later, and one of them had busted. So when I moved it, I woke something up, and it started like a little secondary fermentation.
Oh.
And as soon as I figured out what had happened, I threw. I think the stream flickered, but
I can see you and you can see us.
Yeah,
right?
but you're not.
Okay.
You're not up.
You're not up.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little hiccup.
I don't know. I
internet,
can see
whatever.
us.
I don't know.
Are we not connected?
Hopefully, can people see Kay?
Oh my god! I just tried.
Hold on now.
I can see us on the screen over there.
Can you see now? It's not. Let's see what happens here. What was that? That was weird.
Interesting.
I don't know what just happened.
Well,
but now I can't see you guys.
okay.
Now I can see you guys, but I'm switching it over. Can you see us at all right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking at you.
I think we're okay.
And I can see you on the screen on the actual recording.
I think
fine.
we're still good.
Okay.
Fine. Let's just keep traveling.
But at any rate, that was the best one we ever did.
And my size of heaven says we're good, and yeah, we're good.
So the smell.
This is amazing, by the way.
I also get a little coffee note off of it, but it's sweet, man. Little coffee, sweet chocolate. Oh, goodness gracious. This is
I told you, favorite. Like dessert in a glass. Am I wrong?
Oh my! Oh. Are you kidding me? You're right.
You know what? It's not heavy.
It's a beautiful beer.
So
God, beautiful.
It's not thick. It's nice and light. It goes down really smooth.
It is the dessert.
But it is.
Holy cow!
This is beautiful.
It's like a chocolate. Now it is like milk chocolate. Holy cow!
4 Hands Brewing
Panic Tea.
St. Louis.
Wow.
This is wonderful.
Wow.
So for all you stout people out there, because I know that some of you were talking about stouts out there that they like. Steph outside said stouts are my jam, and wants to Chris said my jam too. It reminds me of Sal from Practical Jokers. That's my jam.
It's my jam. Wow.
This is fantastic.
There you go.
I mean, if anybody can get their hands on this, thank you guys.
I've got like 2, 1. There's some in the basement.
All right, so we'll send you some of our homebrew. You can just send more of this if you want.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we can do that.
It's readily available here.
Panic D's here. Panic D's got an awesome thing going on their channel this month.
Yes, thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate that.
The B-Roll Smackdown's up, and if you haven't gone over and voted in the B-Roll Smackdown, you totally should. And those videos, those are some amazing creators. And they've got a Clue Tube 2018 going on, and Matt and I are participating, and I'm going to win, just saying.
Oh, plug for
There will be some clues.
There will be some clues, and the only clues I know right now are mine. So there.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more. But yeah, check out Panic D's channel. They're awesome.
They are awesome.
And
they are awesome. So you're 3 for 3. I tell you, you got some good beer out there in St. Louis.
We didn't send 4. I really messed it up.
Hold on a second. I'm just enjoying this beer. Just give me a second.
Shameless promotion for Panic D.
Oh, there they are.
Panic D. Okay.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I have an apron, so I have to show it off.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, they're amazing. I know they're growing and growing. They just
they are.
Really just like that sort of paranormal and sort of haunting. And this is probably their best time of year. I'm sure they're going to be cranking out a lot of good content this month. So
yeah, they've got a lot going on over there. So
a lot. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Now, Matt, I don't know if you guys have to go or what, but I have 5 questions that I still need to ask you guys.
Let it rip. I'm good. We may need to plug in the laptop.
I know we're getting close. I don't know if you have to leave right away at 10, but
no, we're not on tight deadline.
We're fine.
So wait for you to get settled.
Okay.
All right, we just had to charge the laptop here.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Is it going through on both of us or not? It's still.
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're controlling who it's. For some reason, now we control who is being seen. I don't know why, but like we just switched to you, and now you can see you. We're ugly anyway, so you don't want to see us.
All right.
All right. So
one of us is.
These are questions for you, so we'll put it on you. So I came up with these questions with Andy, and we kind of just want to understand. Some of them are about hiking, some of them aren't. So first question for you guys. You can answer them separately. This is not both of you. It can be separate. That's fine. What is the most memorable or favorite hike you guys have completed? Most memorable or favorite?
I'll go straight to one. This was in this is 2018, right? So it's 2017 in March. We were in Zion National Park, and remember how earlier we were talking about like the Zen moment in the woods?
Yes.
We experienced that on this particular hike. So in Zion, they're really famous for 2 hikes. One of them is Angel's Landing, and the other is Walking Up the Narrows. We didn't do either of those.
Too many people.
Because our goal is to get away from the people, among other things, but primarily to get away from the people. So we hiked the East Rim Trail. We had a local outfitter drop us off at the trailhead. And it was, in the morning. Yeah, it was like before, it was dark 30, whatever time it was, 6:30. Okay. So, but he dropped us off at the trailhead, and it was 11 miles from that point on the East Rim to like the main valley where most everybody goes.
Weeping Rock. If you know.
We decided to extend that hike, and we made it a 17-mile day because we wanted to see Cable Mountain. That was definitely a PR for both of us. 17 miles in one day was epic. Yeah. But the thing that really stands out that makes it so phenomenal, besides the beautiful landscape and all the wonderful things we got to see, was the Zen moment. What was the name of the canyon?
Echo Canyon.
Okay.
So Echo Canyon, and the story kind of associated with the canyon, which I don't remember too well, was also kind of heart-wrenching. Like, you know, like a family had committed suicide because they were all going. Was that the one? No. I don't know. Whatever. I'm getting it mixed up. But
yeah.
But so at any rate,
Jolly Gulch.
Jolly Gulch. Okay, but it was on the same hike where we talked about that. But we had a moment where we're sitting on this canyon, and the name Echo Canyon
comes from the echo of the wind.
So we're sitting on the edge of the canyon, you know, feet dangling off, looking across this vast expanse, and you hear the wind. And we saw 5 horses and 3 people in 17 miles. And we were about at the halfway point at this time. And it was, if I've ever had a moment of Zen on the trail, it was there.
Did you guys have that on your, is it a video from that experience?
It is. There's 2 actually. One is Zion National Park, and it's the best hike in Zion National Park is what I titled it.
Right.
And it's really long. It's like a 17-minute long video, 1 minute for every mile we went. But there, I did an Echo Canyon video. So if you search through our videos on our channel, and you just type in Echo Canyon, you'll see the Echo Canyon video, and you can actually hear the wind. I got the wind on video, like you could actually hear it without just the wind noise. So
amazing.
It was amazing. And every time I think of it, I'm just like, yep. If I could go back. You know, we talk on the 30-day challenge about happy places. If I can go back to a happy place and I'm so frustrated I can't think, I close my eyes and that's where I go.
Wow, that's amazing.
And so I agree. I don't have a different.
All right, so all right, perfect. There you go. All right, so then the second question is, what's the one place you have yet to visit that you guys want to and do a hike on? What's that one place?
That one is probably less well defined, but I think I'm going to go with Hawaii on that.
Oh, there you go.
The reason is that the geography there is so varied. You've got the beach and the warmth. You've got volcanic activity like I've never seen here, and you've got mountains, and you've got tropical waterfalls. So it's kind of like one-stop shopping for a variety of different geographical environments and plant, whatever the fancy word for plant is,
botanist.
But yeah, whatever.
Botany.
Matt, I would agree with you. I went to Maui for my honeymoon, and just on Maui, you have the road to Hana, which on the backside of Maui, it's like you're on Mars. It's desolate. There's no vegetation. There's no nothing. But then you come around, there's tropical rainforest, and then you have the beach and the mountains and the volcano. It's amazing. I agree with that.
Well, and I think I have the very opposite answer.
Okay, different answer.
I want to go to Katmai National Park up in Alaska.
Oh,
and it's not on the Bay of Alaska. It's inland. And so you get the mountains. You get very few people because it's so hard to get to. And you get the bears. So the one shot that you see of all the bears in the river catching salmon at the top, it's from Katmai.
Wow.
And so I go for the wildlife. Matt knows this, but there's a hike in the Land of 1,000 Smokes is what they call it. And there's a hike there that I would really like to do.
It's a lot of cigars.
It is a lot of cigars. However, it's a volcano as well. So
that's
you
great.
Would like hiking there. So there, Hawaii and Alaska.
You guys have to make that work then, Hawaii and Alaska.
Right, different
tours.
All
right, question number 3, because I know you guys are
we're good. We're good.
Okay, good. All right, so this is interesting. What's the craziest or even scariest experience you guys have had on a hike? Has there ever been an issue or ever been a time where you're like, oh gosh, that was kind of scary?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
No, I mean, we haven't even had animals that we thought were too close or.
We saw some bears on our Rockies road trip, and I get a little bit leery of that. And that was this year. We saw some bears.
That was in your recent video. I remember you guys said, "Oh, I hope we don't see bears." Now you said, "I don't want to see bears."
Right, I don't want to see bears.
But the good thing is that the bears weren't startled, and neither were we. And so, as long as it's that kind of a situation, and you keep a respectful distance, it's never a problem.
Right, and we've never been like, I'm afraid of heights, so I know where my limit is. Like, I'm not gonna walk to a precipice and go, gee, I wonder if that's going to crumble and have it go, I just, we don't do that. I mean, so I guess the scariest time I can ever think scary is we got caught in a hailstorm for my very first time getting caught in a storm.
Oh no.
While I was hiking, and it was in Bryce Canyon, our first trip. And we had just hiked off the rim and down in. And so the best place to be in a hailstorm and a lightning storm is in a canyon, not on top. So actually we were fine. It just was thunder and lightning and loud noises, and it was kind of freaky for me. But other than that, I don't.
Not like Andy, where a spider falls on him and he freaks out.
I don't like spiders.
Spiders are mean, and they bite.
Well, hold on, though. But with the bears, though, guys, is that a real? I mean, what do you do if a really? I know you said you don't want to see bears in that one hike you just recently uploaded, and you actually saw a bear. It looked like it was from a distance, but
Right.
what do you do if you come in? I mean, if a bear does come across your path?
Well, so the first thing is don't run.
Oh,
that's your instinct.
Andy would run. Leave me there.
But bears can run. Bears can run at 35 miles per hour. So don't run because there's no way in hell you're going to outrun a bear.
And they can climb trees. So there is protocol for being in bear country. And while Matt and I were out in bear country, we carried bear spray, which is just a potent pepper spray, and it shoots like a cannon. You can shoot bear spray. And Carly from Last Grown Up in the Woods actually has a video showing you how to use bear spray. If you want to go look at that one, it's really very good. But anyway, so yeah, you make lots of noise. So you'll also see in that video where where Matt was saying, I don't want to see a bear.
Yeah.
A minute or so later, earlier, I had said, so I'm just talking to you all so that we're making noise for the bears so they know where we're here.
Yep.
Because bears really don't want to be around you, you know, just like, no, spiders want to be close to you, but right, Andy?
They probably don't either.
But the bears really, you know, if they're going to be bothered by you, at least let them know that you're there so they can either run away or they can make noise so you know to back off. So anyway, yeah, it was, you know.
Steph outside said the scariest moment she's had is face to face with a moose on a portage during a rut. Wow, yeah, that's probably not good either.
Rut. Yeah, that's no good time.
Yeah.
Velvet was shutting off that antler. Oh wow, that's scary, Steph. Yeah, I can't believe that is scary.
Wow, you were lucky.
You were very lucky.
Holy cow.
Cool.
But you guys have never had those issues, right? You've never had an issue.
We've been incredibly fortunate.
Yeah. Good night, Trish. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Trish. Hey, Trish, are you guys going to be going live? Are you guys live? Is Brandon live? Because we'll push people. We're going to end up here soon. We'll push them over to your stream if you guys are live. So just let us know. I have 2 more questions for you guys.
All right.
Okay.
We got to get home. Andy's got to get home. He's got a kid that's going to get up in probably a couple hours, right?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Bedtime here too.
We could go. I could go all night, but we got to get kids to bed.
Yeah, you got to go to.
All right. Here's my next question for you guys. And Matt, you kind of alluded to this, so I think I know you. Actually, I think I know both of yours now. But what is your favorite or go-to beer to drink? So, is it what we thought you sent us?
It's the Lipa, yeah, for sure.
The Lipa, and then Kay, for you, is it the wonderful milk stout?
I will tend towards any stouts. Yeah. I guess if I have my pick of just things to drink, I'll pick cider just because I have a huge sweet tooth. So
Matt, have you ever brewed a cider?
No, I haven't.
But
there you go.
Pigeon Outdoors, who is was in the stream earlier, he just racked his hard cider today. So
nice.
I pay attention to people. Can you tell?
You do. I love that. I love that. All right. Last question on the rapid fire. Other than hiking or drinking beer or brewing beer, what is each of your favorite things to do? Other than hiking or brewing, what else do you like to do? Come on, there's got to be something else. Maybe not.
We like sitting and watching national park movies.
Well, that's an extension from hiking.
I know it is.
Come on.
What else do we like
other
to do?
things would involve music.
Okay.
We're both musicians. Matt has a hobby where he sings in a chorus.
Nice.
A barbershop.
Very cool.
Amy's a musician. He likes playing guitar. He's a good
guitar
and singing a little bit.
Yeah, I can do both.
And so music. Matt likes cars a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, I could totally be a gearhead, except I'm not really very good with actually working on car things.
Yeah. Yeah, he watches a lot of TFL trucks. So yeah, likes that a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I like talking to YouTubers and hanging out on Twitter, and I don't know. I like hanging with my family. I like hanging out with Matt, and I don't know. I like to cook a lot, which
good for Matt too. Then that's good.
Matt likes that too.
I do the best that I can to provide objective comments and
eat the food. So it's all good. Yeah.
So Trish, by the way, thank you. Yeah, because mine aren't sleeping at all, so I appreciate that.
What happened?
She said none of my kids slept until 4, so I'm going through that. So Matt and Katie said, music lovers, tell me. I love this question. If you could bring 3 CDs with you to a deserted desert island, that's all you could play and listen to. Give me your top 3 CDs you would bring with you.
Whoa! Holy cow!
Put me on the spot.
Top 3 CDs.
CD.
Well,
CDs anymore.
or
Well, yeah,
MP3
albums,
now.
whatever, records.
Too, you know, it's fine.
We go with record, album, CD.
8-track tape.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
no, not 8 tracks.
You only have to do 2 because we know one is a Def Leppard album, so
Oh.
you only have to do 2.
Of course.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because the Def Leppard Greatest Hits album that's a phenomenal record. I love that record.
You just got on his good side, right?
There you
You know, that's a great album. And I actually, now this would not be on the favorites, but I actually like Retroactive. It's a bunch of B-sides.
Yeah, he's a real fan.
It's-
then.
He's a real fan.
It's
Joey,
kind
thanks
of
for
it's
coming.
kind of a cool album.
Well, did you and I just become best friends?
You guys
Matt?
just become
Did
best
we
friends.
just become
We might
best
have, I don't know.
You
I don't
guys
know.
will be on Hangouts every night now,
I
right?
think so, Gay.
Dang.
You know, I would probably pick a barbershop album. I'm not sure which one because there are a lot of great ones, but I really do love 4-part harmony
Yeah,
and
that's
screaming
cool.
overtones.
Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
I would probably pick like you know, an album from one of my favorite quartets or something like that.
Nice.
And I used to be a music teacher in my former life last year. And so my kids last year, no crying. My kids last year got to record in Studio B in Nashville, where Elvis and Dolly Parton and all of those guys, those
That's
famous
cool.
people got to record. And so I'd take that one with those.
That's
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
amazing.
Well done.
Amazing.
Well
amazing.
done.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. It
Very
it was a good
And
time.
we just named 3 albums.
Yes, we did.
All right.
We're done.
All right, so
Oh.
Kind of
we
favorite.
were done, but I do have another question though. I know. So
You're the one who gets
It's
to
fine.
begin. It's fine by
That's
me. Let's
fine.
go.
But you said you've been married 19 years,
Ooh.
Almost, yeah.
and your first date was at a laundromat. Now I'm going to tell you, Matt, you can't do a laundromat for your 20th. 20th coming up soon. What are you thinking? You got to do something special
Ooh,
for
I
the
think-
big 2-0.
Oh, man,
you got
really
You
to.
know, it's funny because we've actually kind of
already
contemplated
talked
this.
about it.
We've thought about going to like a place like Death Valley.
Ooh.
You know, so we've been to Death Valley twice. And it's, you know, with a name like Death Valley, it's like, yeah, maybe I don't want to go there. But
It's amazing.
it's such a beautiful place.
Look at our
I-
California National Parks
I'd recommend that you
playlist.
not go in the summer.
Well, we've been in
Skip
March
Death
and
Valley in the
December.
summer.
I don't think we should ever go to any place called Death.
No.
We're not good at that. We
But
can't
if
go
you're
to.
there,
There's tarantulas. Andy's not
No,
going.
Well,
No.
We have trouble on the county trail. We're not going to Death
so-
Valley Trail.
Right. So we have talked about doing Hawaii for our 20th.
That'd be
Nice.
cool.
yeah, that's on the list too.
I don't know. Not a laundromat.
It won't be the laundromat.
There you
And wherever we go, we'll have a good time and we'll be together. And
That's awesome.
all that matters. I mean, even if we're home, even if we just stay home and watch national park movies,
Oh,
that might be all.
You
You guys are too
awesome.
sweet.
Very
Too sweet.
cool.
Aw.
Very
I
cool.
mean, we just like each other. I mean, I like my husband.
That's good. That
I think
makes
that's what-
marriages work.
That's what everybody loves about
Yeah,
you
that's,
guys.
it's helpful in a marriage if you like each
Yeah,
other.
I mean,
We
you know,
like each other. See, I think that's what's going on here.
But
Not
you
Now,
know.
I got to ask too. Tell me about, because I have on my bucket list. I have this vision in
Yeah.
my head of what Montana looks like.
See,
Sitting down
we're
with
just there.
I know you were there, but tell me, is that like
Maybe
one of the
we
most
can-
beautiful places you've been to? Because I just have this. I always feel like I'm going to retire to Montana, like with a lake out in my
Okay.
backyard and mountains in the back. Tell me. I mean,
So one of the most beautiful places. See, that's hard. We've been a lot of
Oh.
gorgeous places, like Crater Lake. It's in Oregon, and it's gorgeous. But Montana, we actually got to the privilege of staying with some of my sister's friends in Montana, and they have a small property. The house is gorgeous, but we sat on their back patio and watched the sunset, and they have a pond and watched the deer in the back. It was gorgeous. I would retire to Montana tomorrow.
There you go. Yep.
We haven't actually spent a lot of time like in the state proper. It's usually been close to Yellowstone because when we've been there, that's where we've
Or
been
in
going.
Glacier, which
Glacier,
you'll see
right?
another
Yeah.
video on Glacier on Thursday.
Yeah, we just put that up.
But
Yeah.
I really think Montana probably does live up to the hype.
All right, so hold on now.
Yeah, within hiking distance, just said called Big Sky Country for a
a
reason.
reason. It
I
is
agree.
amazing.
I agree
And
with that.
Can I
within
just
hiking
ask you guys though, if Andy does go to Montana, can you meet him there? Because I don't think he's coming back in one piece if he goes back.
sure. Yeah,
I don't think you can make it.
I will stay.
It's too outdoorsy for you, Andy.
I'd be fine.
You
I bet you'll be
There's a
fine, and
brewery.
you'll never see him again. He just won't come home.
There's a brewery in downtown Livingston that you need to try, Andy. Just saying. We went to, I don't remember the name of it right now. I will email you the name of it later.
Perfect.
But we went to a brewery in downtown Livingston, Montana, which was mighty tasty before dinner.
It was really good. And there was another.
I'm fine.
There you go.
There was another local joint that had an incredible cheeseburger, very close to that brewery.
Yeah, I was
I
just
don't
around
remember
the
the name
corner.
of
I
that.
don't remember the name. Well, I'll have to ask my sister. If
but
my sister's watching,
You
type
get
it in the
bison burger out there.
Bison burgers are decent. You just have to make sure they don't get them overcooked.
True. Very
because
true.
then
Very
they
true.
end up gross. And
Totally true.
and then Bugsy's Evil Deeds, which I have
Was it
not met
Neptune?
before.
Was it Neptune's? No, okay, it wasn't Neptune.
Says come to Arizona. Grand Canyon National Park is amazing, and Havasupai. I've never been to Havasupai, but Bugsy's, we have been to we've been to the north rim of the Grand Canyon and the south rim of the Grand Canyon, and we love the north rim much better than the south rim.
And I want to give one shout out to one of our subscribers, Flacco Beer Reviews. He sent us a recent package, which is a beer review from the state of Texas.
Nice.
So we talked about the state series. We'll be getting to Flacco. We'll be getting to Flacco real soon with his beers from Texas. So thank you, Flacco. We got them. We're gonna drink them. We're gonna review them. We're gonna give you a good shout out. So appreciate that. So
I don't think it was Neptune's brew.
So I do have one question for you guys. I'm not going to open this one tonight because I do need to be able to get up in the morning.
No.
But Loose Cannon Hop Cubed IPA.
Save it.
Honestly, one of our
We'll do a
favorites.
Thirsty
It's my
Thursday
favorite
on it.
go-to beer, Matt. I
Okay.
would enjoy that tomorrow when you can.
All right.
Okay.
I'll save it for tomorrow.
You know what
There
we
you
could
go.
do, Todd? We could do a Thirsty Thursday beer
There you
review on this, and you two could drink it on a Hangouts, and we could record it.
I love that idea. We
That'd
love
be fun. We'll get with it.
All right.
It'll
Well, I
be
guess
fun.
I won't have it tomorrow then.
Well, yeah, because tomorrow possibly. We're supposed to do an owl prowl in Forest Park if it's not raining tomorrow. So.
Oh, and Turtle Man, I want to just quickly. Another guy just jumped in. He's a great YouTuber. Turtle Man, thanks for stopping in. It's the end of our stream, but I appreciate you stopping by. I want to really thank everybody that came on tonight. It's a little bit different for us. We kind of went outside our comfort zone to bring in somebody that's amazing. Not really. They're about hiking, and we wanted to promote that. Matt and Kay,
you guys were great. Thank you.
Amazing.
We loved having you on
so much.
And
we appreciate the invitation. I've enjoyed getting to know you guys. I'll have to admit that I'm not the best YouTuber because I don't follow along like I should. But I'll pay attention to your channel more often. That's for sure.
Hey, we had fun having you guys on, and more importantly, congrats on 20 years upcoming into 20 more after. You guys look like one of the happiest couples we've ever met. So we
really good.
We're honored to have you on, and thank you guys very much.
We were honored to be here. Thank you for having us, and we've enjoyed it.
And go to Happy Trails Hiking tomorrow, Kay, 11 or 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. 30-day workout challenge.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, go right now.
Right now.
Click that subscribe button. Go ahead and show them some love because they've been fantastic. But Matt and Kay, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Hey, we'll talk to you soon. And again, thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Thanks,
all right. Cheers, everyone.
So we do want to thank you all for coming in tonight. Stay tuned this week because we are going to drop that Def Leppard Hysteria album review. Matt, you're going to love it.
Awesome.
We reviewed the Hysteria album from start to finish while we were sipping on the Elysian Pale Ale.
Awesome. Yes. Well done.
So, you guys
it's actually not a bad beer.
No, it's good stuff. So definitely we're gonna drop that probably the next day or two. It might be out tomorrow. We'll see. I got a couple of little tweaks. Oh, it's good. Sit through it, enjoy it. Have a beer, relax. You'll enjoy it.
Oktoberfest. Our next live stream will be the 20th.
Yep, there's the 20th. We will see you live right here at the 21090 bar. We're going to have special guests. We're going to be reviewing some of our beers.
I may not be in good shape. I can tell you that
He'll
right
be
now.
fine. We'll all take care of him. Make him drink lots of water.
Just be present.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. So we'll see you on the 20th for that. We've also got the Cellar Series promo about to drop, where we talked to you earlier about our collaboration with a local restaurant, which is just fantastic. And they have some amazing craft beers, some of the best selection in the area.
Yes.
And he cellars stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
Nope.
So we've got that partnership going on. And then we've got the State Series coming up too, which is a really kind of, that's going to be fun because we're doing some cool technological stuff too with that.
Oh, yeah,
It's
green
gonna be
screens and
fun.
everything.
Green screens, the whole 9 yards. So lots of stuff coming from 21090.
Yep.
But again, we want to say thank you to all of you who came on tonight and joined us, or some of the first time viewers. We hope you'll stick with us. You'll subscribe and
we'll support you back.
Journey with us. But we had a great time. So,
Awesome
Matt and Kay, awesome. Thank you guys.
Good job, guys.
And everybody else, thank you again. We can't thank you enough.
All right, go home and get you, baby.
One day I gotta go home and do bedtime duty.
All right, cheers, everybody. Oh, look at that. Next up.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
See you guys.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.